Welcome back to another video. So today we are taking out the motor for reasons such as if you just got it and you want to up the gearing, or you want to convert it to brushless, or you've had your HaiBoxing truck for a while and your motor seized up and you want to replace it. So in today's video, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to show you how to get the motor out. And it's actually pretty simple. It's really confusing at first, but otherwise it's simple, so let's just get into it. So the first thing you want to do is take off these two back shocks, but don't take off the tops. Only take off the one where it's attached to the arm. So we'll do that really quick. Okay, so we just got that off. Now, I'm assuming you guys are probably wondering, why am I taking the shocks off when the motor is only right here and I can only see these screws? Well, Arma and Traxxas brand, they have chassis. The chassis is in like a bunch of pieces. So you got like the front, the back end, the front end, and then like the middle area. Well, HaiBoxing does it all in one piece. So when you take the motor out, you actually get to see the diff case, which is why we have to take the shock tower off next. So we'll do that. And for you guys, you probably have 4 screws right here, these 4 screws. Well, I actually only use 2 because I don't really see why you need 4 when there's already so many screws, and 2 is just easier to use, so we'll get those off right now. Now, I forgot to mention that to get the shock tower off all the way, you need to get actually these screws, but first that will require us to get the bumper off. So in order to get the bumper off, we have to do these 4 screws right here. And when you pull it out, there will be pins, and you want to keep them in the same ones. So kind of when you put it down to like move on to the next step of the video, you want to have the pins in the bumper. And if you don't get what I mean, then you can just watch me do this, and at the end you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'll take those off right now, and then I'll unpause it when I'm taking the bumper off. So we just got all of those 4 screws out. Now we take this off, and it might be a little hard, but you kind of slide it off there. Oh, you know what I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting these top screws right here. So let's do those, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we got those off. Now we just we can push this or pull it. So I just got it started is all. But you see how there's like now a gap, and then keep pushing. You want to keep those down. See how the pins don't come with it? Now you can leave them in there. Just remember which side they're on. So then you want to put the pins back in the spot where it came from. So take your bumper, just insert them in there, and then you can just put it to the side for now. Now when you take that off, when you take the bumper off and pull the pins out, you're gonna take the lower shock arms and they're just gonna hang down. Now be careful that the drive shafts don't fall out, so you want to grab those and just put them aside also. So now what we want to do is take the shock tower off. So we'll do that. We need to get these screws out, so go ahead and do that. So when you unscrewed those screws, you might have experienced that there's a pin in there. You can go ahead and take that out, but make sure you remember which is left and right for these shock arms. So I usually just put it down. You can use this truck body and just like put them right there. So you can do that right now. So make sure you hold on to the shock arm because it will come out. And then if you have like a magnet tray like I do, you can just pull them out and you can put them in there. And then just put them on both sides. And then you can take the shock tower off. Trying to just wiggle it and boom, the shock tower is off. Now all we need to do is just take the motor mounts off, which is just this screw, this screw, this screw, this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. So we'll go ahead and do all of those right now. Okay, so we just got those out, and you can use a flathead to pry it out. I just use my hands because if you stab a flathead into there, you're most likely to hit a gear and then cause damage to the gear. So I just mainly pull it off. So you can just go ahead and pull it off. Now I forgot to mention that the motor is still connected to the ESC, so if you just pull that wire out, it will come off, and then I can show you more of the details in it. Okay, so here's the motor. You can just kind of pull it out, I guess. You might have to wiggle it. And then you have the motor. So you can see your pinion gear. That's the gear that attaches to the motor, and then all of the stuff. Now, you might want to keep it in here just for safety. And this is like the gearbox, kind of. And then when you look at your car, you can see the differential, and here you can take it out. Make sure you put it back in the way it came out, because that is very important. And then this is like the spur gear, the one that does all the turning. And yeah, that's basically how to change your motor, or just look at it. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video and if you want more how-to videos for RCs or whatever, make sure to leave a like, comment what you want, and I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day.